We've been doing this for over a year now.
Now
He still
it's
doesn't
recording.
know when it's recording and when it's not.
I do. It just wasn't working.
Yeah, well,
It's
it's working
working
now.
Hi. Today we watched Explorers, which is a movie from 1985, directed by Joe Dante, who made like a ton of movies in the 80s.
We've already covered one.
We watched Gremlins. This movie's kind of I don't know. I don't really hear people talk about it very often. It's sort of a sci-fi adventure, just a fun little jaunt, three friends having a good time, messing with some space age technology, and just getting into just shenanigans. What did you guys think of it?
Yeah, it was an adventure. And they explored.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I liked some of it, yeah. There was some good stuff.
Good.
Some stuff that was needed improvement, but we'll get into that. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I liked some of it. I liked the dynamic between the boys.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was a cute little adventure, and I didn't get too much out of it, but like it was just it just felt like a movie that Joe Dante was like, I just want to make a movie about little boys going on a little space adventure.
Mm-hmm. The way that I look at it is, it's like, this is the kind of adventure that you would want to go on as a kid with your friends. Like, you build your own spaceship, and like you take a trip to outer space. They like make their ship out of junk, and it's a cool like little just a little pocket adventure. It doesn't really mean anything. It's lighthearted.
It's not grand or anything.
No.
It's just a short little trip into space.
Yeah. I don't know how I first found out about this movie. I think I was...
It's a family movie. I'm sure it's just like it just came up on a TV or...
Sure, yeah.
Or you went to Blockbuster and picked it out because it said Explorers and they were in a little spaceship.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely like it grabs you. To me, this movie is kind of a mix of like The Goonies mixed with like Flight of the Navigator.
Okay.
Ethan Hawke, the main kid, he's got serious main character syndrome.
Dude.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm the main character and you all have to do what I tell you to.
But I mean, I think he did a really good job. But
he's still getting things going.
Sure, but I mean, like, for a kid.
I thought out of the three boys, I thought River Phoenix did a pretty good job. The other boy, I thought he was even better probably than Ethan Hawke, because he was a little more like
Grounded.
Yeah, and there's like stuff going on with him that like it's not overly like talked about.
Yeah,
like he obviously doesn't have a good family life, but like it's just more about it's more his reaction to things that gives you that sort of vibe. So like I personally think the other two boys were better than little Mr. Ethan Hawke, and Ethan Hawke's the big ol' movie star now. So
there's that one line he said, like, River Phoenix said, like, how does this work? He's like, or something like that. He's like, oh, it just does. It just came to me, or something like that.
He's like, you dreamt about this? He's like, I guess I'm just that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's like, come on. Have a little humility here.
Well, it starts out as his like dream, like he's having this dream on his own, but then his friends get like inserted into the same dream.
Yeah.
He still has like his main character-ness, but throughout the film, both of the other boys kind of have their own share of what's going on.
Yeah.
I liked the nerdy River Phoenix, his family dynamic was funny. Like I think it was like a German accent or something, or I don't know. Yeah.
Were they? I thought they were Greek.
Well, that's what I thought at
no,
first.
No.
But their accent,
they were eating baklava, which is a Greek dessert.
Yeah, had nothing connected to that.
The mom and dad have like German accents.
It kind of made me think of like World War II, like Werner von Braun, because they were Germans and their spaceship type stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Nazis on the moon.
Yeah. It was an interesting choice to make them German, just for, I don't know, flavor, I guess.
And there's like 10,000 kids in that house. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all just a mess.
Yeah, there's one baby in the sink. We're just sitting there.
Just like throwing food at them while they're sitting down.
Yeah.
One random thing that I was thinking of was when they were doing Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, they were trying to figure out like who would be a good young Indiana Jones for the opening sequence, and Harrison Ford personally picked out River Phoenix and was like, he looked like I did when I was a kid, so we should get him. And when I saw River Phoenix in this with those big old glasses, I was like, that seriously looks like Harrison Ford, how I would imagine Harrison Ford as a kid. Which is like, I don't know if it's like what do you call it, like where something's told to you and so it like instantly clicks.
Like a I don't know, not a self-fulfilling prophecy, but like,
yeah, but like it like, I don't know if it's like that, but like I really noticed it watching him, because I was like, he does look like a young Harrison Ford, like how I would think young Harrison Ford would have looked like. And I just thought that was a funny little observation, especially with the glasses on.
The effects in this movie are nuts. I mean, for 1985, they're like...
I mean, they're fine.
They're fine, but like,
I thought the makeup effects on the aliens were like the most impressive.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, for sure.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, like all the practical effects of like the flapping of like the little like
integrating, and then actually having their mouths like be like moving with the makeup all around it. Like, I thought that was really impressive.
Yeah, even like the girl alien, like even though her like lips are huge, it's still like the person's mouth.
Yeah, like
at least like someone's like puppeting it.
Yeah, I miss stuff like that.
I like the it was definitely puppets when there was like a big spider robot. They had like the arms come out and they looked like puppets, obviously, but it was kind of reminded me of like Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, when, little spider droid.
When the little like the door droid.
Oh, that. Well, I was thinking of that and the spider droid that's in Jabba's palace. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of like a combination of the two. But.
So it was done. Did we mention it's done by ILM, where the effects were done by them?
Yeah. Industrial Lights and Magic.
So they probably just reused some ideas and some stuff, maybe. I don't know.
This is one thing I will say about this movie is it's unique. The way that they get to like their spaceship and like even the aliens themselves have a more of a unique look than like most other sci-fi like alien encounter movies.
My thing is that they just like randomly happen upon that ship. Like it's just like they go to space, they reach outer space finally, and then suddenly they're in front of the ship. Like
the ship
but
I
know, but it's just it just felt like it just happened too quickly. That's what I'm trying to say. So they're just like they literally
Mars and
like a little bit more exploring, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know,
Dark
like
Side of the Moon or something. See what's over there.
I don't know.
That's a hidden Nazi moon base.
Yeah.
But yeah, that, and then it was kind of cute that the aliens they met were like other kids exploring the universe and trying to meet people, and they were trying to meet kids like them because they think adults are just violent psychopaths who would just kill them if they met them.
Which, I mean, not unfounded.
Yeah. E.T. talks about that a lot. It's another classic movie called E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that you pointed out was Dick Miller, the guy from Gremlins, who's in like every single Joe Dante movie. Apparently, he's been cast in like all of them.
Huh.
I guess.
I guess.
I mean, like I was doing like some research, and it said that he's been in like every one of his movies, or at least most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always the old guy that's like, something's going on, you know?
Well, at least he wasn't missing Gremlins. At least he wasn't missing Gremlins.
Yeah.
He's like the guy in, what's it called? Independence Day that's like, there's something going on. Like that type of guy.
Randy Quaid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not him.
No, I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying
Randy Quaid is like, they probed me and all that stuff, you know?
It's kind of similar
I mean,
character
it
type.
is similar.
I guess. Well, yeah, because I guess he had the dreams when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But, like, he confronts Ben, Ethan Hawke's character, but then, like, nothing comes of that.
Nothing comes of it, yeah.
He's like, oh, so you're the spaceman, huh? And, like, freaks him out.
Go get him, Tiger. That's, like, all we get of him. He just confronts him, and then he's like, Godspeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed you squirming a little bit when we saw the lady alien. I was like,
I wasn't squirming. What are you talking about?
I was like, I know why Chris picked this movie. I'm seeing this.
Yeah, the way she walked and waddled, like her hips are swaying, and it was nice.
Chris was just like,
yeah, she was caressing.
She was touching him, and she was reaching out of the television screen and just putting her little suckers on him. And Chris is over here like, I didn't pick it because of this. Or maybe.
Guys, don't stop.
One thing I liked about the, it was a great idea, how they communicate, I guess, through TV or radio or songs, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, because that's the way they think that
they copied Transformers.
Yeah. But it was like interesting because it's like, that would be a way that if you don't know anything about anybody on the planet, you would see their movies,
their media.
Media.
Can we talk about the bullies for a sec?
The what?
The bullies, because they show up early on, and then during their first flight, you see at least one of them at the drive-in.
Yeah.
All of them had mullets.
That was the style, baby.
So every guy who likes to pick on someone else has a mullet.
When my hair gets a little too long, sometimes I pick on Keegan a little too much.
Makes me cry.
So I'm sorry.
It's not funny. He calls me lots of mean names like Dingleberry.
And friend. Which is the worst thing. Being a friend of me.
That's the worst thing I could be to him.
So the first thing that they do when they figure out that they can, like, get inside of the orb, and like,
you want to talk about
like
that,
lift up, and like move themselves around. The first thing that Ethan Hawke's character thinks of doing is spying on his crush and going to her house and looking into her bedroom window.
It's the first thing I would do.
Easy.
So it's kind of like Back to the Future in that way. I wonder if they got that idea from... Because he's a peeping Tom, and he goes and peeps.
Peeping Tom isn't a thing invented by Back to the Future.
He was very good at it.
Did Back to the Future come out in 1986?
I don't know.
It was either the same year or a year after or a year before.
So
something like that.
We'll have to... Editor Chris, check on that.
Yeah, what is that? Put it right here.
When was a peeping Tom a thing?
When did Tom first peep?
With them little peepers.
Yeah, so you liked the movie except for that. That was your... problematic thing of this episode.
Oh my god.
I mean, it is kind of creepy, but
kinda.
Yeah, it's okay because he fell and then she looked out the window and he had the perfect excuse.
For sure.
Yeah, looking for a cat.
He's looking.
Again? I know.
Oh, I like the spaceship design. Like the one that
cute.
not the alien one, but the one that they made.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going with.
Yeah, I liked it. It was like things that are around the junkyard or whatever it was.
Just compiled.
Yep.
It's cute.
And it was like the set piece of a carnival ride. It was a nice little thing. It's like something you wouldn't exactly expect, but you can also be like, oh yeah, I can see that being in a junkyard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the music too. It's very it's whimsical and had a lot of you know, had a little
80s music.
Yeah, we'll do 80s space music.
Also, editor Chris, was this before or after Tron? Because it had very Tron stuff.
I didn't look that up.
Yeah,
I feel like Tron was the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
I feel like it was definitely 80s,
but it had because it had in the dream sequences, it was very circuit boardy and.
Yeah, right, and it had the grid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So stupid.
I guess negative wise, I would say that the ending was kind of abrupt. I felt like it never really finished the story. They go to the space, they see the aliens. Nothing really happens, and I guess that's what you said you liked about it. It's it's just a little adventure. But for me, I was like, "What's the purpose? What's going on? It felt like it was there was no
I think the purpose was that they met other aliens who are like them, who want to explore and discover
each other's bodies.
Sure, I guess. But for me, it does. It was
it's about sharing. It's how he shared his dream with with his friends.
Okay.
And they all combined their love for it, met these aliens who then shared their outlook on everything. So it's all about perspectives and giving each showing each other your passions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, it's it's an escape from the mundane and the typical and the routine. That's Darren, the third boy, who basically went over to Ben's house because he didn't want to go home and have to face his dad, who he alludes to him being a drunk, and he lives with his girlfriend, and you can hear them fighting when they roll up to the front of his house. So just him having an excuse not to go home, but it all it in turn gave him these friends and this experience that he'll have for a lifetime, and they'll probably go on many other adventures. You saw how it ended. They were flying through the air.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be the start of a series. It would have been good to have a series after that, where they go on other adventures. But
I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen because the 80s is just full of sequels and threequels and.
Well, looks like someone today needs to go dig it back out of the vault. And
what if Ethan Hawke? Here we go. A sequel or a soft reboot.
Calls up River Phoenix and see.
You're awful.
I know. Sorry, that was bad.
I was gonna say Ethan Hawke is the dad now, and his son is starting to have dreams, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember.
Just like what's his name? Then he's like, I had dreams like this when I was little.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it ties back. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
I don't know if this movie was popular enough to warrant that. Like people would be nostalgic.
I'm sure there's there's got to be like a cult following.
Maybe.
So, what do you guys think overall? What would you rate this movie?
Let me mull it over. So I thought it was a decent flick. It's not gonna be like a major classic in my mind. I had decent fun kind of like talking about it while we were watching. So I'm kind of in between a side thumb and a thumbs up is where I'm kind of at. So I
gotta pick one.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Gotcha. I'll give it a side thumb. It was a pretty decent film. I say watch it, but I don't know. It's not going to be an instant classic for me. There are things I liked about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was cute. There's some cute little stuff, a little adventure going on. So, I'll just be like a side thumb.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Like I said, it's a lighthearted adventure. There's not like a whole lot of stakes. It's just boys being boys, having fun, and messing with alien technology.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be taken like super seriously. It's not anything more than it is. Like you don't really have to read too much into this one. So yeah, I'd probably give it like a side thumb or a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because there are parts that I enjoy and parts I find funny, and it's kind of nostalgic. So yeah. Well, boys, I guess that's it, huh?
That's it.
See ya. Hello, how's your mum?